Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Compass Point. In some church traditions, the season of Pentecost is referred to as growing season. We just celebrated Pentecost this past Sunday, and growing season invites us to reflect on how we continue to grow as Christians. And as I mentioned in a recent video, we're going to be exploring the fruit of the Spirit, those 9 virtues that Paul identifies in Galatians chapter 5, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This is the fruit of the Holy Spirit's work in our lives and what enables us to grow as Christians. And so I want to begin by asking a very simple question as I lay the groundwork for this series. How do people grow? I'm not just talking about spiritual growth. I'm talking about any kind of growth and proficiency. How do we become better at anything? I think there are basically 2 strategies associated with this. Let's say that in this time of pandemic, you've decided to take up a new hobby. Lots of people are doing that now. Let's say you want to learn how to paint. How do you grow in that desire? Well, strategy number 1 is we study the example of people who are really good at it. So we read articles or perhaps watch YouTube videos that are written or posted by people who are proficient artists. You might watch Bob Ross videos and learn how to paint happy little trees as he famously did. You study the example of those who are good. That's step 1. And you can learn a lot by step 1. But there comes a point when we realize the limitations of that. It's distance learning. It's learning in a somewhat abstract, detached format. Step 2 goes one step further. We actually learn from people in a personal way. And so we become someone's apprentice. We take lessons from someone who is a gifted artist, for instance. We join a group of people that meet regularly to explore artwork or photography, which happens to be one of my hobbies. I can learn a lot by asking questions and engaging people in a personal way in that group setting. And so here the abstract distance learning becomes personal. We develop a real relationship with people who can help us grow. But even that has its limitations, which is why the kind of growth that we're going to explore for a number of weeks is the greatest way for us to grow. We don't just study an example. We don't even become someone's apprentice. We grow as Christians by having the supreme example of Spirit-filled living that we see in Jesus Christ be more than just an example. He takes up residence in our bodies. Think about this. If you wanted to become a gifted artist, you can study and learn and talk to people all you want, but the spirit of Van Gogh or Rembrandt or Renoir will never live in you. I can learn a lot from Ansel Adams, the great photographer, but the spirit of Ansel Adams will never live in me and take over my body. Only Christianity promises this, which is what Pentecost is really all about. In the presence of the Holy Spirit, Jesus lives in us. When that happens, incredible change occurs. We grow. We don't just study the example of Jesus in some abstract sense. We don't even learn from others who are seasoned disciples of Jesus, apprentices whose example we can benefit from. We actually have Jesus living within us by the power of His Holy Spirit. And so as we explore more further what the growing season of Christian development is all about, I just wanted to encourage you to take that all-important 3rd step. Ask Jesus to live in your heart, to take over you, so that you can not just study Him abstractly, but live in a real relationship with Him and have the things that Jesus is doing continue to be done in and through you. I really look forward to exploring the fruit of the Spirit with you in coming weeks. And I encourage you to tune in every Sunday morning to this video that premieres live at 10 o'clock so that we can explore and actually begin to experience more fully what it means to grow as Christians and see the fruit of the Holy Spirit grow more abundantly in us. Thanks so much for watching. Be well and be blessed.